What's up, guys? Spin Firearms here, and I'm going to get honest with you guys. I'm going to tell you about one weird fear I have when it comes to firearms. No, it's not about using them or defending myself or anything like that. It has nothing to do with that. It's when I carry, I have a weird feeling with my carry firearm that it's going to get ruined. For some reason, in my mind, mentally, if I get a new firearm and I start carrying it, I'm so nervous about it, scared about it, worried about it. But then it's like that first ding, like you bump into something or it hits something and you're almost relieved. You're like, yes, now I can break this thing in and can really use it for what it's for. Because what's weird about this weird fear that's built into my brain is it doesn't make sense. Having a newer firearm, carrying every day, that's what your everyday carry firearm is for. It's another tool to get through the day to make it home at night. Now, what has really helped with that fear a little bit is the fact that Glock is every part is so interchangeable and replaceable that you literally have nothing to fear. If something were to happen, so I don't know if I told you guys about this, but with my FN 503, which is a very small, I consider it a pocket pistol because I carry it in my pocket all day long, with the 6-round mag. So I did a little bit of a test course, just training with a pistol and a very small pistol at that. I wanted to see how I would do with a pocket pistol if I had to. And the FN 503 being so small but having great shootability did awesome. But what did I do? While I was training, I dropped my firearm really bad on the concrete. First, sort of a rough story, but running in behind cover, right? A brick wall, and then there's concrete below. And what happens right as I'm running up, I stumble and lose my firearm so I can put my hands down to catch myself. What happens to it? Hits the concrete, hits the brick wall, and I'm sitting there about to break out in tears. I'm like, oh, my FN 503, no. It was going so smooth. The day was going awesome. I felt super confident with the FN 503. And then I watched that thing not just hit once, but did a little skip into the brick. And I'm like, ugh. That skip, the first impact, I'm like, but that skip, boom, boom, down. I'm like, ugh. But actually what it did is it's I can't ruin this. I can't mess it up anymore. It's got all these dents in it, but it runs flawlessly still. And that's what our everyday carry firearms are for, is to break in, is to train with, is to rough up, to fall with, to, roll in the grass while training, literally do anything you can to better yourself with firearms. It's not about the cosmetic appeal. I know it's hard believing that coming from me when I just put out that video about my Glock 26 build. But in reality, when it comes to saving your life, it has nothing to do with, the look of the firearm, other than that might allow you to carry more often if you really are in love with the way the firearm looks. But that's a whole different story. But banging up your everyday carry, we should look at that, and that's how I'm starting to look at it as, that's just miles on it. That's just proven that firearm's been there for me and that I love that firearm, that I carry that firearm. So now when I look at the FN 503 I have, which it's so scratched up, it's honestly a disaster. Hold on, I'll grab it real quick. Sorry, give me 3, 2, 1. And I'm back. Even when I got it on me, I got something else near me. Anyways, just take a look at my FN 503. Now, a lot of it's covered up. You can see all the little dinks, but that's not the worst. That's not bad at all. That's just from regular holster stuff, right? Up front, this whole thing got scraped up, dented up. This whole front, dented up, scraped up. My magazine, messed up. And then underneath the whole grip, you'll never know it, this grip is just shredded up. And honestly, you can look right here at the serial number, how dirty that is. I cleaned this to a T less than a week ago. I pocket carry this every single day, and it gets super dirty. But anyways, looking at this thing and how it looks and how the finish is coming off on the slide, and I no longer look at it as oh my gosh, that day I dropped it and messed it up. I look at it as this thing goes where I go. And it's a true testament of how often I carry and how serious I take firearms and how serious I take protecting my life as well as the life of my family and others. And so I'm going to keep working on that because we love beautiful firearms, don't we? But do you ever wonder when it's sort of funny. Do you ever wonder when you're watching these YouTube videos, you're just scrolling through and you're like, that firearm looks like it's never been shot. Did he shoot that firearm twice for a video and then never shot it? I don't know how, if you carry every single day, which what I consider carrying every day is also practicing dry fire, just practicing drawing, stuff like that. How is your slide not, scratched up, dinged up? And people ask, like, you do have firearms that look beautiful, and yes, I'm not gonna lie, I do. There are some that I handle with much more care, and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna put it here in the safe today, whereas other ones I'm just like, battle tested basically. But anyways, my FN 503 has actually held up pretty well. And think about it, this is in a pocket. So literally, if it's a summer day and I, go to pull this out and put it on the seat or whatever, you can see all the sweat just sitting on it and no rust. And that's an FN 503. The amount of hours logged into just this carry firearm, it would actually be pretty funny to do something where you clock in with each everyday carry firearm and after so many months see how many hours you carried with what firearm. That'd be an interesting little study because I know we all have carry rotations and stuff. But anyway, sorry for getting off point. But anyways, it's just an illogical fear I have, and I need to I'm working on it, and I'm just starting to realize that your most beat up firearm probably should be your carry firearm. And our carry firearms aren't about looks; they're about function, and they're about what we can defend ourselves with. So I'm gonna work on it. Just thought I'd share that little fear with you because I'm sure there's other people that feel the same way. Especially when you get a brand new build and you're just like, should this be a safe queen or I really want to shoot it though, but should I, but yeah, thanks for watching, guys.